Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Lorde's new album Solar Power. So I've been seeing many critics online and many Lorde fans that are upset over the album. I gave it a first initial listen and I was kind of confused at first, but after listening to it like 5 or 6 times, I love it. The only big criticism I have is that it's only 43 minutes, so it's kind of on the shorter side. I wish it was longer, but I love all the singles and I just keep listening to it over and over, and I wrote some notes down, so I'm gonna go through those, and I'm also gonna listen to the songs while I'm reviewing them just so like I can have more things to say. But so the first track on the album is The Path. So basically it just introduces like everything about solar power and like kind of like the worlds in the era, and I feel like it has a very mystical feel, especially all the I think it's a guitar, but all of the instruments are playing. It's very nice. And like the initial lyrics, they kind of go over when Lorde was first famous and how she was scared of the media and paparazzi and everything, and she said that she had nightmares about like the camera flashes, so it was just showing that she was struggling when she first became famous. So I think that's awesome that she included in the song. And then at the end of the song, which I really like, it's my favorite part, she declares that she isn't like your savior, and it's not like fair to her that people like want her to be like this idol for them and stuff, and she hopes that the sun will show us the path. So basically the path is Lorde's hope for a bright future, but it's a very great opening track and I love it. And the next is Solar Power, of course. It was the first single and it's the main single of the album. Lots of people had mixed feelings on this as well, and honestly I love it. Like it's a great just like upbeat song, and it just like, since the song's so laid back, it provides us with the notion that like Lorde's focusing on her positivity and her life and everything. And yeah, it just further builds to the theme of hope in the album. I really love, like, it's so good. Okay, but I still have The Path playing, so let's do Solar Power. Like I love the first lyrics too. Like, I hate the winter. Like, I hate the winter too because it's freezing. I feel unproductive during the winter time, but it's summertime. I love it when it's nice and hot outside. Like, I just kind of relate to that, so I love that. Okay. Next is California, which is kind of like a sadder song. So it's kind of about like Lorde's like relationship like with California as a place and everything, and she explains how she like paid to like go to California and like go into hotels and like hang out with people and experience again. But then at the end of the song, like she like states like how California is full of illusions and it's just kind of like this place of like false hope and like dreams and everything. And then she says that she doesn't want that California love, so she doesn't want like anything to really do with the California experience or anything. So she like basically Lorde wants to separate herself from California, and she doesn't want to get wrapped up in that like dream of California being this awesome, amazing place, especially for artists too and other famous people like of other like media stuff as well. But I really love it. Like, it's really a pure true song. Okay, next is Stoned at the Nail Salon. I think this is another like real song too, and it kind of reminds me of like a Lana Del Rey song, especially some of her newer music, so I like that because I love Lana Del Rey music. So basically she's sharing her experience like as an artist, like from when she was first 16 to now, and then like she goes through this complex thought process of if she really enjoys her career now being famous. And I know that Lorde is a shy person, so that like is harder for her to kind of like comprehend everything, and like lots of celebrities like they don't really enjoy being famous because it kind of takes over your life, so that's kind of what the song is about. And the title of the track like kind of downplays like her thoughts like and her actual feelings, but that's she did that on purpose though, because it just says that, oh, she's just stoned and that's what she's thinking when she's high and stuff, but these are actually her real feelings. So the fifth track is Fallen Fruit, and it's one of my favorite songs from the album. And So basically, I looked like the Genius lyrics for lots of stuff. That's why I kind of know the meaning behind these songs. So it's basically Lorde's message to her like parents' generations. So like the fallen fruit is like the damages in our society that are left over for the new generations to solve. So millennials and also Gen Z and then the new generations after that. So it like touches on the climate crisis, of course, and like the overall severity of it. And Lorde mentions she doesn't want to love what she's gonna lose, which is like the earth and everything and all the nature. And this is like a shift in the album, like following California, but California wasn't as like specific as this. And so basically it contradicts like the previous message in the path and solar power of like happiness. So I really love that because now she's being more realistic, but she still keeps happy themes throughout the album though. Okay, next is Secrets from a Girl Who's Seen It All, and all this song is amazing. Like, it's another one of my favorites. So it's another track about Lorde and her growing up, and she mentions how before she turned 15 she wanted to be 15 so much, but then she's already 25 now, so it's been 10 years since she was 15, so it just shows like how fast she's grown up and stuff. And then the song, she's basically talking to her younger self, and her secrets are basically her advice to her younger self. And I think it has a beautiful message, and the closing of the song is amazing because I don't know if you guys know who Robyn is, but she's a Swedish pop star. And she has like the spoken word part at the end, which basically talks about like emotional baggage and moving on. So yeah, I really love the track. It's very like personal, like about Lorde and like her relationship with herself, and I love it. And just the song sounds amazing. Like, I'm listening to it right now, it's awesome. Okay, next is The Man with the Axe. Like, I love all these songs. Like, I'll have to do a tier list maybe, but like I don't really want to rank them all because they're all just like, they all connect with each other, but they all sound different, and they like give me like a different feeling. So I'm not gonna probably rank them all, but I love it. So this song, I looked at the lyrics in Genius, and like, so it mentions like a man with the silver hair. That's apparently her boyfriend. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Like, I feel like a fake fan, but like I don't really search up like what's happening in her personal life. I just listen to her music. So her boyfriend's name is Justin Warren. So this is kind of like an ode to her boyfriend. She shares that like she feels like she's only capable of so much on her own, or like the same things, but then he's the man with the plan, that it says later in the song. So basically like Lorde kind of relies on him, not like fully, but like they have a good relationship and everything, and he kind of makes her feel more complete and like, and just have more purpose, and they're just a good team. The only like bad thing about the song, it's a little bit slow, but I love it. Like, it's just, you wouldn't expect like to hear like all these like songs from Lorde, but they're amazing. But like also at the same time, like it you can tell it is like her. Okay, next is Dominoes, and there wasn't like any specific meaning on Genius, but like it's a very like hippy dippy song. It's potentially about a past ex Lorde has had. So basically she describes his habits, or their habits, of like careless actions, and so he's said to be watering flowers with his new girlfriend, so it kind of like shows that he could be treating her better than he treated Lorde and stuff, and then she's hearing through the grapevine like everything he's doing and stuff. So just showing that he's careless and that he just wasn't a good person. So it's kind of just like something that's thrown into the album. It probably is my least favorite song, but I still like it. Okay, next is Big Star, and I was surprised to find out what this meant. So last year, Lorde's dog named Pearl died and passed away, so she wrote this song about Pearl. But then she also in the song makes references to melodrama. So in Lorde's second album, like Melodrama, it says that every perfect, oh no, sorry, this is the new lyric, but so basically in Liability, which is an incredible song, probably one of my favorite Lorde songs, she says every perfect summer's eating me alive, which is an amazing lyric. But in the song, this is one of the, I think there's two, but it says every perfect summer's gotta say goodnight. So basically like closing off like her perfect summers, and probably just being with her dog and everything. And I think the connection is very smooth and builds a pleasing transition between her previous and current album. And so basically it's called Big Star. So the big star is her dog Pearl, and it's a tribute to him. So I think it's a very special song. Like, you wouldn't expect that song. Like, when I first listened, I was like, wow, like, I wonder what, like, it's actually who or what it's about. But I wouldn't expect that. So yeah, but I love the song. Okay, next is a very short song. It's Leader of a New Regime. So basically, Lorde's speaking about how whoever survives, like, the climate crisis and what's happening in the world right now, like, she hopes that somebody's able to be, like, the leader of the new regime, and that can potentially save the world for the better and improve it. And yeah, she's just, like, kind of going back to, like, she isn't the savior, but she hopes that someone else can be, or, like, something, and that we find the path, the way to solving our world problems. So yeah. And next is Mood Ring. Oh, that Mood Ring is amazing. Like, it came out, like, a little bit before the actual album came out, and I just love the vibes of it. But the meaning isn't as complex as you think, but at the same time it is. So it's definitely like a bop, like a bobble of the track. That's what I wrote. Like, I'm gonna post a blog about this. I just kind of wrote, I didn't edit it, but I wrote, like, what I thought about, like, the songs and, like, the meaning for, like, the video. But yeah, I'll publish it, and then I'll post a link to the blog once I'm done if you want to read it, if you're interested at all. So it gives me, like, 60s vibes, like, but reinvented, like, in the modern time. And so it's kind of about, like, 2000 self-care, like, with yoga, like, the vitamins, like, all the magazines and more, like, that kind of self-care period. But then she also mentions crystals and sage, which kind of takes us back to modern time, because lots of people are interested in now, like myself included. Like, I'll show you crystal I have. Some citron. So it's very relatable right now, but it also is retro at the same time. So basically, like, she isn't actually the narrator of the song, really, like, because I watched the Genius video too, of her explaining that she wanted to be just of this girl with blonde hair, and that's why she's wearing blonde hair in the video. And so just of this blonde girl that is interested in self-care and, like, self-care fads, but then she struggles to actually, like, cope with her emotions in a healthy way. So that's what the song is about. But it's just amazing. The video is awesome. I just love the outfits and, like, all the representation of the video. It's awesome. Yeah, listening right, it's amazing. Too bad, like, I couldn't, like show the song in the video. I just don't want to get copyrighted, but, like, you can listen along with me though. I should have mentioned that at the start of the video, but yeah. But I'm not listening to full songs, because then it would take me way longer to explain stuff. Okay, last but not least is Oceanic Feeling. Like, this song is a lot, but it's, like, perfect. So, like, it has a beautiful title and everything, but the meaning is even more beautiful. So she basically talks about her family members and stuff, and, like, if she was, like, a mother and stuff, and, like, what her, like, child would be like, how they would be like her and everything. And then she also sings about things about New Zealand as well. And then she also recalls, like, that she used to wear dark lipstick to kind of build her confidence and stuff when she first started out her career, but then she concludes that she no longer needs that lipstick and she doesn't need to hide behind it. And now that she's powerful and confident, like, with herself now, and then at the end it kind of, like, seems like she's finally, like, disappeared into the sun. She told us she would at the end of Melodrama. So basically, yeah, she ties up the album well. She finishes off the references and stuff and talks about her personal life and just, like, again, like, a hopeful future, but after being honest and true about everything that's happening in the world. So yeah, I really love Solar Power. If I had to rate it, I probably would rate it a 9 out of 10. It's almost perfect. Like, I'm not sure if I keep listening to it. This might be my favorite Lorde album, and I know that's an underrated opinion, but it's my opinion. So share your thoughts down below. Comment down if you're a fellow Lorde fan. But yeah, I'm definitely going to buy the CD, but I collect CDs. I don't collect the vinyls or cassette tapes. So yeah, I'm going to buy the CD of it and really enjoy it. I might even buy some merch because I just love it so much. Like, this is a perfect album. Like, I was working on actually a freelance blog while listening to the album a few times, and let me just say, this is perfect. It's not like too loud and like annoying. That's what I like about it too. It's just so laid back, so when I'm doing work it's not gonna distract me. But yeah, this was my review on Solar Power, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time.